Welcome to 180 with the Black Prophet. Truth in 180 seconds and 180 degrees.
Hey, this is the Black Prophet. What if you had something that you thought was one of a kind, not like anything on earth, only to find out it was just like something else? What would you do if you realized that many of the stories that are in our Bible are found in the Enuma Elish, the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Papyrus of Ani in Egypt, the Sumerian tablets, and the cuneiform tablets, just with a few additions here or there to make the story appear different or turn out different? There are many stories in many cultures all around the world that talk about the creation of the earth. Many stories start with a scoop of clay in the hand of an Elohim or a deity to form and make man. Prometheus made man out of mud, and Athena breathed the breath of life into the man. In the Enuma Elish, Ninhursag created man from clay. In Egypt, the deity Khnum formed man out of the clay. In the Egyptian pyramid texts, the man's name was ATUM, A-T-U-M, 1,000 years before the biblical text writes about Adam, A-D-A-M. The garden where man was placed is called Eden, except Eden is not a Hebrew word, but it originates in another Semitic language in Sumeria. It means open country or fertile plain, and it's first found on the terracotta Gudea Cylinders 750 years before Moshe was even born. Ironically, Eden is the same place where Enlil creates man from the earth. And I won't even bring up the story of Cain and Abel presenting their gifts towards Yah, one from the field and one from the flock, because it's already written hundreds of years prior in the story of Enlil Chooses the Farmer, where two brothers who are deities present their gifts to the Most High, one from the field and one from the flock. It might not be helpful for me to bring up the flood stories, the ones written long before Noah in the Sumerian tablets and in the Enuma Elish and the Epic of Gilgamesh. I mean Atrahasis, Ziusudra, and Utnapishtim, all built an ark, covered it with pitch, was on a flood, released birds, came down on dry land, and even made a sacrifice. And finally, I won't bring up the little boy who was born at a time that he shouldn't have been, was placed inside of the ark, covered with pitch and placed inside a river that landed outside the king's palace. He was raised in the king's palace and soon became a ruler over the land. Oh no, I'm not talking about Moses. I'm talking about Sargon the Great, written 1,000 years prior to the life of Moshe. But what do I know? Peace.